2, right 6.
However, Heritage's priority is the Pacific Cup, and with his main competitor Taguchi out, he can focus on a finish.
Left 5 plus on crest, into left 5 long, tightens.
Behind Heritage, there's a battle for fourth between Indonesian Rifat Sungkar and Yanagisawa. The Japanese driver loses time on stage 3 when a slight off results in damaged steering. But he manages to keep his Cusco Subaru 7 seconds ahead of Sungkar at the first service break. New to the APRC is Japanese driver Takuma Kamada in the latest Subaru Impreza. He's fresh from the PWRC and his aggressive style soon gets him into trouble on slippery Canberra roads. He goes wide on a corner and gets a puncture. The crew's forced to change the wheel, dropping 4 minutes on the leaders and falling to 11th place. After a short service break, the competitors head to the Cowan Forests, just a few kilometres from the centre of Canberra. Here, another APRC driver is soon in trouble. Kiwi Brian Green finds that his Mitsubishi doesn't have second or third gear. Although he falls down the leaderboard throughout the rest of the day, he does manage to keep going, unlike New Caledonian driver Patrick Christian, whose gearbox breaks completely, forcing his retirement.
We have a new gearbox coming, brand new, and put in the car, and we'll restart on tomorrow morning.
After his earlier problems, Kamada is also out, his Subaru developing first suspension problems and then overheating rear brakes. On stages 4 and 5, Scott Petter sets 2 fastest stage times to narrow the gap to Crocker to 23 seconds. When the stages get tighter and twistier, Crocker responds and slowly builds the gap again, even though he's first on the road and sweeping it clear of gravel. The top 3 positions are held by Australian drivers, and Heritage continues to shadow his countrymen, content with leading the Pacific Cup and looking for a good podium finish.
Into left 5 plus over crest down, into right 4 plus long.
Down the order, Brian Green struggles through the remainder of the day with his broken gearbox, losing more time and more time, but at least getting back to end-of-day service where the crew changed the box. Jean-Louis Leroux is the only surviving New Caledonian and holds 6th in the APRC. Sungkar and Yanagisawa have had a great battle for 4th throughout the day, constantly swapping times and positions. Eventually, Sungkar gets ahead and holds the place by 3 seconds.
We just 3.6 seconds ahead of Hiroshi, and we've been battling the whole day. 0.2 seconds, 0.1 second. I lost 1 second. He won 1 second. Everything till the last stage. So we have only 3.6 second leads. It will be another big day tomorrow, but yeah, we'll see. I have to be consistent, but as usual, I'll do my best.
So, Cody, pretty much gone to plan for you today, I think.
Yeah, it's a perfect start. We've managed to win the heat and get the bonus points, which is fantastic, but a bonus on that is that we've got about a 38-second lead on Scotty Petter, so we're wrapped with that because that's fantastic for the rally win, and that's 10 points tomorrow if we can pull that one off. So that's what we're aiming for now.
Yeah, obviously not without its problems. So hit a fence post earlier this morning, which is obviously my fault, and then we had sections of dust in basically every stage from the afternoon. So, saying that, Cody and Ben have done a great job today, and it would have been very, very difficult to be on that pace anyway. So, but we're 45 seconds behind, and we can try and salvage second for tomorrow.
Yeah, look, it's a real funny position to be in. As soon as we saw Katsu this morning, the whole thing looks Pacific Cup, and that's my main role with Cusco. We basically drove solid all day. I'd say would probably be the word I could come up with. We sort of were dodging rocks and just sort of not pushing the envelope too much. And from that point of view, I'm very pleased with where we're sitting.
So at the end of Crocker's perfect day 1, he holds a good lead over Petter, who in turn is 31 seconds in front of Heritage. Only 3 seconds separate Sungkar and Yanagisawa, with a 54-second gap to Leroux. As the competitors line up on day 2 of Rally of Canberra, all of the previous day's retirees are restarting. Taguchi is hoping to snatch some bonus points off his main rival Crocker, and he immediately sets the pace for the day by going 13 seconds faster than the Australian on the first stage, and then 1.4 seconds quicker on the second. Crocker responds on the 19-kilometre east-west stage, taking back 11.5 seconds to trail by just 3 seconds for the day. However, for the main event, he's still the clear leader, as behind him there's more trouble for his main rivals. Peter's rear differential fails on the first stage of the day, and he's forced to limp most of the 56 kilometres of morning stages with only front-wheel drive, dropping more than 3 minutes behind Crocker and falling to third. The Cusco race team is the major beneficiary, Heritage moving up to second, while teammate Yanagasawa secures fourth when Sunkar has turbo problems. There's frantic activity at service as Peter's rear differential is changed and teammate Taguchi's is replaced as well as a precaution. In the Cusco camp, Heritage's rear suspension has changed, and over at Motor Image the team sends Sunkar back into action with a new turbo. The battle resumes in the Cowan Forest, and Peter, with diff repaired, pushes hard to recapture second spot, finishing stage 13 just 0.2 of a second slower than Crocker. But Peter strikes more bad luck at the end of the stage. With oil leaking from the sump, the likeable Aussie is forced to withdraw.
Oh, look, just broken sump, and there's oil popping out of the where the sump plug is, so it could have been a number of things in that stage, quite a few dips and jumps and some rocks, so it's just unfortunately got the wrong spot at the wrong time, and we're out of the rally.
Another to have trouble is New Caledonian Patrick Christian, who restarts the event and then rolls on stage 13. With help from a TV crew, Christian and co-driver Gaetan Wilmo are back on their wheels and continue unscathed. With Peter's retirement, Yanagasawa moves up to third, and in the last few stages he ups the pace to stay ahead of Sunkar. While Crocker is easily leading the event overall, he battles all day with the restarting Taguchi to win the bonus points for fastest driver of the leg. Going into the last stage, Taguchi holds a 1.7 second lead.
Oh, that's a hell of a battle. Whew. No, we're going flat out. We want to try and beat Katsu for that 1 point, one bonus point that we're looking for, but obviously it's a fine balance in trying to do that and binning it, so to speak. So we just don't want to ruin our whole chances of getting the 10 points for the rally victory. So we're working hard, I can tell you.
Oh yes, it's just 1.7 seconds between Cody and me. So he do the last 3 stages he quite well. But last stage we beat him, but not so much. So we need one more maximum attack.
In the end, Crocker does enough to snatch the day's maximum points, as well as winning the event.
Come on, baby. 10 crest into finish, 10 right, 300 stop. 10 crest into finish, 10 right, 300 stop. Finish. Come on. It's got to be enough. 331.
Boy, oh boy, what a fight that was. It's been a real struggle today just to keep up with Katsu, first of all. He got some time on us early this morning, where yesterday we got time on everybody, and what a fight for that one extra bonus point that we're looking for. So, but what a great weekend and a way to start the rally, start the championship.